All right? Don't go to this guy. Don't go to his blog. Report this guy if you got scammed by getting referred to a company. Okay? Go to the FTC right away. He goes on, Martin Andelman. He knew he had me, so he couldn't help but go for the knockout punch. You know, just like, oh, geez, he had me in the corner. Poor Martin, you know, cocky, conceited Martin in the corner. The FTC, the federal authorities. God. I don't know, man. The old me would just knock the guy out. Just go over the blog. Bam! Anyways, he knew he had me. So he couldn't help but go for the knockout punch. So Tom Pohl from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, asked Martin Andelman, looks into his eyes and he says, how many legitimate attorneys that are helping homeowners with loan modifications do you know? Silence. I had to think for a moment, Martin said. Well, don't you have a trusted list of attorneys on your blog, Martin? Don't you have a list of attorneys that you investigated, that you said were great, and you referred to thousands of homeowners? Don't you know the answer to that question? And all of a sudden, when the FTC is going to call your ass out, you're going to all of a sudden draw a blank? Oh my God. What? My stomach goes into my mouth. Vomit. It's not vomit because, you know, you're disgusted. It's vomit because you're like, oh my God. They caught me. I'm red-handed. Put the cuffs on me. You know what I'm saying? So, he had to think for a moment, he says. I don't know. Maybe 40 or 50? He says to the FTC. So he says there's 40 or 50 firms he knows of that are legitimate. I don't know any. I know like 2 in the country. My producer is saying a commercial. We're going to go to a commercial in about 1 minute. And sorry for the rant, but this needs to be heard out there. So he makes his living from blogging, promoting loan modification firms and attorneys, okay? Just so you guys know that out there for the past year. And he has a list on his blog that he since took down after this FTC thing that had trusted attorneys. There was about 10 on there. A lot of them got popped. Green Credit Solutions, Green Credit Law Center. I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head. Go to loanworkout.org and you'll see it's the longest post I ever did that has everything and all the links. I don't do shit just to call people out. I do it because it's the facts. So he says he knows 40 or 50 loan modification firms. I've been doing this for 3 years. I know like 3 in the country, if that. And they don't even do them no more. Right? Excuse me. So I didn't like the way the discussion was headed one bit, Martin says. But his point had been made. Me knowing a relative handful of skilled and ethical lawyers was not going to solve what is clearly a national problem of mammoth proportions. So it goes from 40 or 50, maybe 60 or 70, down to a handful of skilled and ethical lawyers. Oh, God, the vomit is just about to come out my mouth. Go to loanworkout.org. You're going to find all the links where we call out Martin for the last 6 months. Krista Raley, she's been on tickerforum.org, documenting, not even getting paid, just blogging to help people out there, because she was sick, and she used to blog over at ML Implode for Aaron Crown, and she was an FHA blogger, and she left because of this shit. All right? She's been eye to eye with these scumbags, and she knows exactly what's going on, and you can see all the links, you can see our investigation, and what happened. And I really hope that, if the FTC is watching and they want to watch me, because people like Martin, ex-employees that I fired because they were idiots, they want to try to bring me down for doing nothing, And if they want to do that, that's fine, because there's a lot of haters out there. Most of them are brokers, bankers, and attorneys, or guys like Martin Andelman. Those are the people that are trying to take me down. And I'm not worried, because the government knows I'm a good guy. I know I've been investigated. I was the biggest blogger in the world talking about loan modifications for the last 3 years. So you better believe they wanted to make sure I was one of the good guys. All right? Maybe I'm still being looked at, and that's fine, because I have nothing to hide. My name's out there, everything. For 3 years, I've helped homeowners. New York Times, LA Times, Fox Business. All right? Every day, I'm paying my money to help homeowners. I get no money from the government, no money from the banks. All right? All right, we're going to take a commercial right now. We're going to get back and talk about Freemasons. We got about a half hour or so left. We're going to talk about making money in this down economy, making money online, doing it the legit way, blogging. All right, guys, thank you. I'm going to get some water and go to the bathroom.